Hi there, I'm Jill Wellington, and today I want to take some time to show you how to use the clone stamp tool. If you're new to Photoshop, you may be wanting to use this tool, but you really aren't catching on. You're not really understanding how to use it. So I'm going to show you a few tricks so you can start using this. Let's take this picture, and there is a branch right across her coat, and I don't want that in there. So I'm going to use the clone stamp tool to get rid of it. Now, the clone stamp tool is this little stamper right here. Just click on that. And I'm going to go ahead and just show you me using it. And it looks like I'm erasing, but that's not what's happening with the clone stamp tool. What it does is it takes the pixels from another part of your picture and moves them to where you're going to be doing the cloning. So that's what you really have to pay attention to when you use this tool. Let me show you what I mean. First, find an area that you want to move to cover up these branches. Obviously, I want this white of her coat. So I'm going to put my circle right here and click on Alt and left click. Alt, left click. What that did was that told the clone stamp tool where it's going to be taking the pixels from. So now watch this. I'm going to move the cursor up to here, and I'm going to click on it. Notice that little plus sign. That's where it's taking the pixels from. And notice that it moves and follows where I'm going with my cursor. What that also means is, let's say if I keep moving, oops, it cloned this little leaf again, and here it is up here. That's what's confusing for people. So what we're going to do is we're going to have to really watch where that little plus sign is moving. So once again, I'm going to grab this white area, Alt, left click. Now I'm going to move up here, and I'm going to start cloning and see where the plus sign is. Oh, it's getting close to that leaf. So now I'm going to have to reset where that white part is so that I get the correct cloning. So go ahead and Alt click again, and now we can continue doing that. See where that plus sign is? That's where it's getting the pixels to cover up this leaf. You want to kind of watch the shading, like it's really a lot lighter here. So let's go up here and grab some of the pixels and move it down so it looks natural. And you can change the size of your brush using the right or left bracket key. Once again, I click, hold Alt down and click when I want to begin again. You'll find yourself constantly moving your point. So once again, I got to hold down on my Alt and click again to grab it again. It can be time consuming and somewhat tedious to get that right. Let's go up here and get rid of this part. Let's zoom in here. This is her collar, and there is a little bit of a branch right there. I'm going to look for something that looks like it. This is the edge of the collar. So I'll go and grab that, move down here, and click on it. And see how that keeps the collar line going. And I click here, grab it. Remember, wherever you see that plus sign, that's where you're grabbing, and it moves. You have to watch where it's moving, because oops, if it goes up in the green, it's grabbing from the green, and there I have that mess up right there. Just go grab from the white, and you can fill that in. It does take some work. Now notice that when I was doing the cloning, I lost the button. There's no button left. So let's just go ahead and clone the button in. We'll grab it from here. We're going to use this button. Just go right over it, Alt, click. Now I've copied those pixels, and I'm going to move the button down into place. And you move it a little bit because you're trying to get the whole outline. And you can see it's going over the other button. See where the X is? Now I've also had this little problem because that's up in her collar. So let's go ahead and just cover that up. Alt click because I'm grabbing these white pixels and go ahead and clean that up. And now it looks like she has another button there that it was always there. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this design off of her mitten or her glove. Go in and get the pixels I want, watching where I have to reposition because that X is going to go into something that I don't want to copy. Just keep repositioning and clicking the Alt click. You got to keep repositioning. That's the secret. See, I went into the green. Just clean that up. It's really actually fun to do this once you learn how to do it. It does take some time, takes a little bit of practice, but there, you would never know that that branch was there. So hopefully you can now use your clone stamp tool.